Yo, welcome back to another video, guys. I hope you're having an amazing day. And today I'm back doing some more battles between bosses, and this was one that was suggested by one of you guys. I don't remember exactly who commented it, so I'm gonna put the comment on the screen, but thank you so much for this suggestion. And if you guys have any other suggestions for bosses you want me to put up against each other, you can just leave those down in the comments and I might do those in the future. But today you guys can see that we're gonna be putting Malistaire Drake up against Sylvia Drake. And I feel like most of you guys know that Malistaire Drake and Sylvia Drake were like married to each other. I feel like that's some pretty common knowledge in the storyline. So it'll be funny to see who's gonna win. But you guys can see the character model of like Sylvia Drake. It says it's the ghost of Sylvia Drake, when it's really just like a wraith. That straight up isn't a ghost at all. Like, it doesn't really make sense. But you can see down here that I got enough animus to make 5 summon TCs, so I'm gonna make all of those right now. And the reason why I decided to make 5 is because I'm not 100% sure like how many it's gonna take to kill Malistaire. And wait, hold up a second, look at this. You can see in the picture that like that's actually Sylvia Drake, but when you go back to like the monstrology thing, or like my monstrology tome, and I go on to Dragonspire and I go back on here, like, why is it a wraith? That makes like no sense, because they have a character model of Sylvia Drake as like a ghost in the game already. Like, couldn't they just use that? I'm not gonna question it anymore. I don't really care that much. But yeah, the reason why I made 5 is because I'm not sure how many it's gonna take to kill Malistaire. I'm assuming 3 is gonna be able to do it, but I'm not sure about 2. But the ghost of Sylvia Drake does have a heal in Sprite, so like depending on how much they use Sprite, they could stay alive longer than like they're meant to be. So yeah, that's why I really don't know if 2 of them will be able to do it or not. And now I am going to transfer the TCs over onto my myth character, because if you do summon monstrology minions on a myth wizard, then you can spawn multiple inside of a battle at once. So yeah, it's just really useful for these battles where I have to spawn in multiple minions at once. But now I am going to be putting the Ghost of Sylvia Drake TCs into my side deck, and I also have these enchants and some hits inside my main deck so that I can kill the minions right away, since it's better if it's just straight up Malistaire Drake versus the Ghost of Sylvia Drake. But yeah, I'm gonna enter the battle and we're gonna set this up. But now all of the minions are dead, so I'm starting to spawn in the Sylvia Drake TCs. And no, I actually fail pipped. Bro, that's so bad. If I die, then I'm not gonna be able to spawn in the other one. I really hope he doesn't hit me. I didn't think I needed this much health. No way. Is he? He actually is. I fucked up. I was just thinking maybe I could join on my other character, but I put literally all of the TCs on my myth. Bro, I actually fucked up heavy. I didn't think I needed more than 1,000 health. That's crazy. Okay, I mean, I guess we're gonna see how one Sylvia Drake does, because I only have 4 more TCs. So if I were to flee, I would only have 4 more left. I would use 2, and then I would only have 2 left. So there's literally nothing I can do, unless I go and get another Sylvia Drake TC. And some of you may be confused to why I went in with like that little health anyways. It's because they fucked up Mega Soothe. Like before, it was way easier. I would just join the battle, spawn in the minion, and then I would use a TC called like Mega Soothe. And when I put it on the opponent, it pretty much made it so that they wouldn't attack me and they would only attack my minion. But now since the TC is only 1 round, it doesn't even work for like what I'm doing anymore. So I basically have to go into the fight with as little health as I can, spawn in the minions that I need, and then hope that the opponent kills me fast so that like I don't affect the battle. But obviously this time I died before I could even spawn in the second Sylvia Drake. So obviously the Sylvia Drake isn't gonna have a chance in this fight. But let's just see how bad she fails. In this fight, we'll just see kind of what cards she uses, just so that in the next fight, when I do 3 of them, we'll kind of know what to expect. But what is this? No fucking way, bro. She's going for a -80 death shield. So that is kind of weird that she has Storm Shark, but most people in Dragonspire do have like some type of secondary school hit. And she actually has another secondary school hit in Locust Swarm, which isn't that great because it doesn't do like as much damage, especially if she used like a life hit and she boosts. But wait, hold up. Wait, it isn't gonna be kind of natural, but she's healing me right now. Obviously, that's not like great for the fight. I'd rather her be healing herself. But if she heals me, and that gives me enough time to like spawn in the other Sylvia Drake, I'm down for that. So I'm really hoping Malistaire doesn't kill me on the first round and he gives me enough time to spawn in the other one, because that'd be so good. But I fail pip, so obviously I can't on the first round. That sucks. But wait, I think he's still just going for the Sylvia Drake. Okay, he just went for a Banshee. Like, look at how many pips he's built up, and he has, like, no buffs at all. It's so weird how their AI is. They just pass so many times, but look at this. She's going for a shield on me, too. This is why it's so hard to use life minions inside of, like, this battle series. But wait, hold up. Before I finish that, Malistaire Drake is going for how many pips? 1,400 damage. I don't know how many pips that was. Was it, like, 8, 9? It had to be a lot of pips. But that was his natural attack, and it did 1,400. Like, that Sylvia Drake is basically dead. But I did have enough time to spawn in the other one, so obviously it isn't like, I guess you could say it isn't natural, because it would be better if both of them are in at the same time, because they'd be able to build up pips together and do hits simultaneously, but you know, it's the best I could get because I fucked up this one. But it looks like the first Sylvia Drake is dead. 112, yeah. I mean, she's dead, bro. Malistaire did 1,400 on her. There wasn't really much she could do. But I'm still happy that Sylvia Drake did clutch up and go for the heal on me. That was kind of crazy. So now it's not too bad. Obviously, it's not the greatest scenario, but, you know, we'll make it work. But look at this shit. The second Sylvia Drake already went for 2 death set shields. Was it the first 2 rounds? I don't know if it was exactly the first 2, but still, 2 of them already. And now she's also going for a Seraph. With that life trap, it does 650. But now Malistaire is going to take off one of those set shields with a Dark Sprite. So it is the best hit he could use because it's only 1 pip. And Sylvia Drake actually has a ton of off-school hits. She has Cyclops, she has Storm Shark, and Locust Swarm. But that did 265, so that's not too bad. But look at this. Again, the Ghost Sylvia Drake is going for another heal on me. There's really nothing I can do about that now that they changed the Mega Soothe and shit. Because before, if I went into the battle with basically full health and then I used Mega Soothe on like the first round, it wouldn't have even mattered because they wouldn't have the incline to heal me since I would be at full health pretty much the entire battle. But now that I have to stay dead so that Malistaire Drake doesn't go for hits on me, it basically just ruins that. So it definitely sucks, but kind of what I was just thinking right now, it somewhat evens out because she goes for the heal on me and then Malistaire Drake's focus does come back on me for like a couple of rounds. He ends up killing me with like 1 good hit and then that basically cancels out the heal that would have gone on Sylvia Drake anyways if she used it on herself. So if you guys understand what I mean by that, then honestly it's not even that bad. But Sylvia Drake is going for a Leprechaun with a blade and a trap. It does 406, not bad I guess. Sylvia Drake goes for a ton of off-school hits. It's actually crazy. She's gone for like 2 Locust Swarms, she's gone for a Storm Shark, and also she's gone for a Cyclops. Honestly, I feel like she's gone for a Cyclops twice as well. It's so weird. But Malistaire has just been constantly going for a bunch of like decent hits with Banshee. That Banshee did do 390, so that's not even bad. And then Sylvia Drake with another Leprechaun with a blade. No trap this time, so like 350. Okay, yeah, 333. That's not bad. And to be honest, 2 Sylvia Drakes really didn't do that bad. Malistaire is already at 3,400 health, and the Sylvia Drake down here is still at 900. But yo, Malistaire is going for a Lord of Night. I forgot he had this. This is one of his main drains, and it does a ton since he does boost against Sylvia Drake. So that did 660, and he gets a 330 drain back. So that puts the Sylvia Drake at 230 health, and then Malistaire at 3,800. So I think Sylvia Drake is dead here because she does have that curse trap on. 318. Yeah, she is dead. But you know what? That's not even bad because both of those Sylvia Drakes obviously weren't in at the same time. And they got Malistaire Drake down to below half health. So I feel like 3 of them can definitely do it, especially if I get them all spawned in together. And this time you can see that I have way more health and I'm going to be doing something a bit different, I guess. Most of you guys probably know this, but when you do hit an enemy, it kind of changes their target onto you. But keyword there is most of the time. It doesn't always work like that. Their target sometimes doesn't change like right away. So what I'm saying is I'm just gonna like spawn in all of the Sylvia Drakes. I'm still gonna have a ton of health left. But once one of the Sylvia Drakes do attack Malistaire, I'm hoping that it changes his target so that he only starts attacking like the minions. I don't really like doing this because sometimes Malistaire's target doesn't change off of me for like a while. But I don't want to risk what happened last time, so I'm just gonna do it this way. But now all 3 Sylvia Drakes are spawned in, so it is a 3v1 against Malistaire, and I have a pretty good feeling that 3 Sylvia Drakes is gonna be enough to kill Malistaire. But obviously you never know, like something wild could happen. But now this Sylvia Drake is going for a Leprechaun. That does 313 with a blade. And see, these Sylvia Drakes have even more off-school hits. They have a heck hound as well. I think the Sylvia Drake had 3 pips if I'm not mistaken, so it's gonna do a decent amount, I guess. I think it's 130 over time, right? Actually, I can't even see that. But bro, look at this combo. They're going for 2 Seraphs and also weakness. The first Seraph has a trap and it does 650. And no, the second Seraph fizzled. There's no way, bro. Life has like the least accuracy school, and look at this. This is what I'm saying, like, even though the Sylvia Drakes did hit him, he's still targeted on the me. That's why I'm so pissed off that they changed Mega Soothe, because it just used to not be this complicated. Obviously, it's better for, like, PvP and shit, but who's even gonna use that? But yeah, they're just spamming him with Seraph, doing, like, pretty much 500 every single time they go for a Seraph. Even without any buffs, since they boost, it does so much damage. It's crazy. Literally, the only hope for Malistaire is that he goes for, like, a Scarecrow, because I do know he has Scarecrow inside of his deck, and if he uses a Scarecrow, that'll drain 4 people, which will do so much damage. But wait, he is actually going for one of the Sylvia Drakes now. So he used that Thunder Bats. It did 200 damage, which isn't too bad, but they're just spamming him with so many life hits, and since they boost these, they do so much damage. And then another Seraph, this time with a blade and a trap, 700. 880, bro. That's doing so much damage. And then he's just going for a natural attack on the second one again. It does 400 damage, but that's just really not enough. And look at this shit. 2 of the Sylvia Drakes are going for sprites on me. That's why it's really not the greatest when you're using more defensive minions, because they're way more inclined to like help you and start healing you or giving you shields or something. And especially if you're at low health or even dead. At this point, this is just bullying. They're flexing healing me, and they're also just spamming a ton of life hits. Like, look at this. They have a Leprechaun bladed and trapped. That does 511. And that was only 2 pips. And then they're using a Seraph now with a trap. How much damage? 680. Like, what? And now this first Sylvia Drake is going for a Seraph. And I think there's a trap. Yes, there is a trap. So this should definitely kill. 680, bro. Malistaire's gone. Obviously, 3 Sylvia Drakes was way too much to kill Malistaire. And this is what I'm saying. They already have a Ghost Sylvia Drake model inside the game, like right here. Why don't they just use this character model as the boss? It makes like no sense. I don't understand that. But yo, quick flex. I did get the Malistaire robe. Kind of sexy. But I am low-key kind of mad that they changed Mega Soothe or just like all of the bird spells in general. I think the myth one is Subdue. Yeah, it's Mega Subdue. And you can see it's only 1 round now. That's not even like the one that goes on self. The 2-pip one is the one that you can use on yourself. And there was a couple of you guys saying that I could just spam this, and I did think of that myself, but it kind of just wastes time. Like, even if I do fill up my TC deck with it, if I have to use it every single round, it just wastes so much time in the battle. And if I just fill up my entire TC deck with Subdues, and then I do put in like what? Do I have any minions? I don't have any Monstrology minions, but if I just have a ton of Subdues and only 1 minion, that's going to be so hard to pull, and I'm going to have to get rid of a bunch of Subdues before I even get the minion anyways. So there really isn't an easy way to do this on like the lower level bosses anymore. So yeah, there's my little rant. I still will be able to do like the lower level boss battles, just, you know, it'll be a bit more complicated to set up, but I'm okay with it. But if you guys did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like and also subscribe. That really helps out the channel. And I'll see you guys next time.